Welcome to week 11 of Technopreneurial Leadership. This week we're diving into a topic that's both powerful and incredibly relevant: entrepreneurial leadership. Entrepreneurial leadership goes far beyond just running a startup. It's about leading with vision, taking bold actions, navigating uncertainty, and making decisions that shape not only your venture, but also the community around you. In today's fast-paced business world where change is constant and competition comes from every angle, entrepreneurial leadership isn't just an asset, it's a necessity. So what sets entrepreneurial leaders apart from traditional managers or executives? It's not about titles, it's about mindset. Entrepreneurial leaders take initiative, challenge the status quo, and find opportunities where others see obstacles. Whether they're heading a startup, managing a department, or driving a social enterprise, their focus isn't on maintaining what exists, it's on building what doesn't yet exist. Let's explore the key qualities that define entrepreneurial leaders. First, they are proactive. Entrepreneurial leaders don't wait for change, they create it. They're constantly scanning the horizon, asking questions like, what's next? What's missing? How can this be improved? This forward-thinking approach helps them stay ahead of trends, or even shape them. Another defining trait is resilience. The entrepreneurial journey is rarely smooth. Failures, rejections, delays, and setbacks are inevitable. But entrepreneurial leaders don't just endure these challenges, they grow from them. They see failure as feedback. When something doesn't work, they adapt, pivot, and keep moving forward. Emotional intelligence is equally critical. These leaders are emotionally aware, managing stress and regulating their emotions while responding to their teams with empathy and clarity. In high-pressure environments like startups, this emotional steadiness can mean the difference between breakdowns and breakthroughs. Confidence is another hallmark of entrepreneurial leaders, but it's not the same as arrogance. Their confidence stems from preparation and continuous learning. They believe in their mission but remain humble, willing to listen, admit mistakes, and ask for help when needed. They take risks boldly yet thoughtfully, balancing courage with wisdom. Now let's look at 3 pillars of entrepreneurial leadership: vision, innovation, and risk-taking. Vision is foundational. Entrepreneurial leaders are visionaries who see a future that doesn't yet exist and inspire others to help bring it to life. Vision isn't just a buzzword, it's a guiding compass. It provides direction and purpose. Without a clear vision, even the hardest working team can end up going in the wrong direction. Hand in hand with vision is innovation. Entrepreneurial leaders thrive on fresh ideas, encouraging experimentation and fostering a culture where creativity is not just welcomed but expected. Innovation doesn't mean always having the best ideas yourself. It means creating an environment where others feel safe and inspired to contribute theirs. Of course, innovation involves risk. Entrepreneurial leaders are comfortable with uncertainty. They make decisions based on incomplete information, taking calculated, not reckless risks. They understand that playing it safe rarely leads to breakthroughs. What sets them apart is their ability to evaluate risks, manage them effectively, and learn from the outcomes. Now let's shift gears to another critical aspect: resource management, growth, and ethics. Even with vision and innovation, no leader can succeed without managing resources wisely. This includes money, time, talent, and even reputation. Entrepreneurial leaders know resources are often limited, especially in the early stages. They prioritize, budget, and ensure every ringgit is spent purposefully. They avoid wasting time or money on activities that don't align with their mission. Instead, building lean systems, setting clear KPIs, and making data-driven decisions. When it comes to people, entrepreneurial leaders go beyond hiring for skills. They build cultures, they seek alignment in values, invest in personal growth, and create roles where individuals can thrive, not just perform. A great leader doesn't think, how can I use this person, but rather, how can I help this person become their best self? Growth is another priority, not just in terms of revenue or market share, but in learning, expanding impact, and building sustainable systems. Growth requires careful planning, continuous improvement, and agility. Entrepreneurial leaders scale strategically, ensuring today's successes don't collapse tomorrow. Finally, let's talk about ethics, an often overlooked but vital element of leadership. Entrepreneurial leaders operate with integrity. They're transparent with their teams and treat all stakeholders, customers, investors, employees, and suppliers with fairness and respect. Trust is the ultimate currency, and cutting corners for short-term gains often leads to long-term losses. Ethical leadership also means considering the broader impact of decisions on society, the environment, and future generations. Entrepreneurs today face increasing pressure to be not just profitable but responsible. Choosing sustainable packaging, enforcing fair labor practices, or protecting user data isn't just about compliance, it's about leadership. In summary, entrepreneurial leadership is multifaceted. It blends courage with compassion, boldness with reflection, and strategy with emotional connection. Entrepreneurial leaders don't lead for power or status. They lead to make a difference. As we wrap up this session, take a moment to reflect on the kind of leader you want to be. Think not just about the business you want to build, but the values you want to embody, the culture you want to create, and the example you want to set. Next week, in our final session, we'll explore how entrepreneurial leaders create lasting value, drive transformation, and leave a legacy of innovation. Until then, lead with courage, build with purpose, and remember, true leadership isn't just about what you achieve, but how you achieve it. See you in week 12.